Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off from Baltimore. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Lamar off to play fake. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Miami. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Flying down the middle with Henry. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Complete Derrick Henry. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brought down by the veteran, Von Bell.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Right to the air, Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Into the hands of Gesicki, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Burrow to the air now. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. And you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And that's going to be batted away, incomplete, so a pretty ho-hum way to wrap up our first quarter.
Well, if you can't get your hands on the ball and take it away, next best thing, knock it down. That's the job of every defender out there, and he made sure that one wasn't completed.
Jackson now on 3rd. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Fits it through the middle. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll get this to Henry. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
This is Henry on 2nd. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Nice 12-yard pickup on the return. And it'll be Bengals football. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Finds Chase on the slant. He's got to gain a 6 there. TJ Tampa there on the tackle.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
That's Gesicki. He's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Connects with Johnson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Got a man, it's Gesicki. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the inner harbor. The Bengals looking for a bigger lead before the break. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals take a 3-possession lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. They're set up at the 35 now. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now it's 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Caught near the goal line. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps in at the 3-yard line. Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. He finds him right side. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch, or the quarterback's stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals make it a 24-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. They go play fake with Jackson. He rolls to his right. And they pick him off again! And the Bengals are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Burrow from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. And on 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And our first half ends with 3 points. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds him on the slant. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. Easy way to do it, catches just like that. Going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
Man in motion here. 1st down, Burrow to throw. He throws a bullet down the left side. Big gain downfield. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Woo! Oh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives it up past the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Here's Henry on the option. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
He's on the move, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Fourth down, it's Jackson. Oh no, they get him yet again. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts from the goal line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the sack. Gets this one to Andrews. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Jackson now on third. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a jump play. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So that brings up fourth and long. And you're going for this. Escapes the pocket. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Bengals, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's Johnson on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Burrow. Short pass caught by his tight end. He has room past the 25. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our third quarter. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Bengals football, and they've got to be pretty darn happy about this lead to start the fourth.
On two, ready?
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Gun. Cut.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Pretty obvious, this defense. I mean, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
On target to his man Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Rolling left, buying some time. He takes it himself. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast. To the air, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on 4th. Escapes out to the left. And they pick him off again. Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This finds all complete. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.